What's up, subscribers to AJ? MrJamvad here, and I'm gonna do a guest narration of a Pokemon Showdown battle. So yeah, let's get it. Okay, I'm gonna lead with my Breloom because I thought it was the best lead against his team because he's looking like he's running a full stall. So I'm gonna predict him to go for Body Slam or something. Not want to ruin Poison Heal, so I'll go into Skarm. Now that I know he can't touch me, I'll go for a layer of spikes as he goes into Jellicent. And the Will-O-Wisp was obvious, so the only thing I want to take a burn is Tentacruel, and I can potentially go for the Toxic or the Toxic Spike. But because I see a Tentacruel on his team, uh, I'm going to pull a double switch into my Breloom here, knowing he's not going to go for the Will-O-Wisp twice. And figuring he probably would go into something like Tentacruel, and I can easily deal with that because I am poisoned, so he can't burn me with the Scald. So he goes to the Rapid Spinner, which I found to be odd because Breloom always spores. And now that his Rapid Spinner is asleep and he doesn't have a Cleric, he's going to be really bad for him because he can't spin, obviously. So I know he's going to go into Celebi, so I double switch in Latios to scare him out. And I double switch again and go into Skarmory, predicting his Jirachi. So yeah, that works out pretty nicely. He's going to switch out and go into his Jellicent. I believe I'll go for another layer. No, I double switched into Tyranitar. I'm not sure what I was predicting. But anyway, the sand is up. So Breloom can take anything from me now that he's poisoned. So I'm going to that as he goes to the Will-O-Wisp, which was obvious. And yeah, I know he's not going to want to stay in. So I believe I double switch in a Latios. Yeah, predicting Celebi. And based on how he's playing really obviously, I know he's going to go into Jirachi right here. And because I am carrying the trick, I will be able to go for the trick here. And yeah, Jirachi's practically useless. And this Jirachi is weird because all I saw this whole match was Doom Desire. And he's not even like fully invested in special attack. But anyway, I'm fearing like the Body Slam or something, so I'm going to go back in the Skarm. And because I know he went for Doom Desire and he's locked in, I'm going to go right back in this. I'm going to go for the layer spikes. And because I know Jellicent can't touch me, I'm going to go into Breloom. I'm not sure how he's not predicting this, because this is really obvious when switching into Breloom all match. But either way, I think... Oh yeah, I forgot about the Doom Desire, and that kind of matters, because now that Breloom's low, I won't be able to take hits as well. So I'm going to go for the Drain Punch, predicting either Skarm or Celebi to come in. So I can get back a little bit of health, not too much. I'm going to be at 52%. And because I know he's probably going to go for spikes, and the only fire move I have on this team is T-Time, I'm going to go into that. And I'm going to go straight for the Fire Blast just in case he's predicting me not to have it. So he's going to make a good play. Going to Jellicent, can easily take the Fire Blast. I think he's just trying to burn me because he knows T-Tar is a big threat to his team. So I'm going to go right back into Breloom, which was pretty obvious. But as I say, he's not predicting any of this. He's just going straight for the Will-O-Wisp. And yeah, Breloom's in. And he has two options he could switch in. He could switch Skarmory or he could switch Celebi. And none of them like to take on T-Tar, so I'm going to pull a double switch out into T-Tar. And he does go into Skarmory. And because he's playing really obviously, and I know he doesn't want damage on Skarm, I know he's going to switch out. And he's going to go right back into... No, he's going to go into Blissey this time. So I'm going to set up my Stealth Rocks. And because I know Blissey can't really touch T-Tar, I think I stay in and Crunch. Nah, I go into Breloom just in case he had the Thunder Wave or the Toxic. So he just goes to the Wish, not sure why, because I guess he predicted Superpower, because some T-Tar do carry that, but that was kind of dumb. Anyway, he's going to go into Celebi, pretty obvious, but the damage from the hazards make him can't switch into me as often, as I'm going to be back at 52%, I believe, after Poison Heal, yeah. And he's going to get the Wish. It didn't matter because I have the Skarmory and his Celebi seems full on defensive. And my assumptions are correct because he goes for the Stealth Rocks. And I don't believe anything has died yet. But he's going to go into his Skarm as I set up a second layer of spikes, trying to gain that residual damage because his spinner is asleep. And if he had a Heal Bell, he would have gone for it before. So I know he's going to go for another layer of spikes. So I try and get Tentacruel in before he can go for all his layers. And because I know he knows Tentacruel carry Rapid Spin, obviously because he has one himself, I'm going to predict him to go in his Jellicent and go for the Toxic. Great prediction. and it's basically just Tentacruel here. I can't switch out because of how much damage the burn is doing in Sandstorm. So yeah, I'm just gonna go set up some layer toxic spikes just in case he wants to switch other things in that kind of pressures him to go in his Tentacruel. I really had no other like option right here. Right here, go for the rapid spin just in case he wanted to switch out to his Tentacruel, immediately trying to get rid of the toxic spikes. But he makes a better move when he stays in that one and risks that. And he's at 61%. So gonna go into that big threat, my Terrakion. And right here we have the substitute. So I'm predicting him to go into, I think, Jirachi or something, because I could have been banded. But he goes to the Will-O-Wisp instead, maybe hoping on the Stone Edge missing. But because he did do that, we will be able to take him out, or I will be able to take him out with the Stone Edge. Easily going to take it out with the Rock Gem. He's going to go into Scar. I know these things carry the Whirlwind. He's just going to phase me. So I just go for the close combat. Does 40%. And that's good damage. So yeah, he does go for the Whirlwind. Whirlwind's insane. Something awful. I kind of wish he were winning me to T-Tar because I could really do work to his team. But anyway, I'm going to go into T-Tar now, knowing Skarm can't touch me. He should have, and then he gets, I don't want to say greedy, but this was pretty obvious, so he should have whirlwinded. So I know he's going to switch to something that can take T-Tar on. The only thing he has is really Tentacruel, which can't even really take me on too well because Crunch is 45%, probably meaning he's especially defensive. And I do get the defense drop, so I'm going to go for the pursuit here, just in case he wanted to switch. Either way, I would be able to take him out. So, yeah, Tentacruel is down. That means the hazards are up to stay. And he's going to go into Jirachi. Not worried about, I think I do switch just in case he has an Iron Head, because T-Tar is still a very important thing on this team, because it actually can single-handedly destroy all of his team. And he's going to go into Blissey here. Not too worried. I'll just set up a third layer spikes. Nope, I go for Whirlwind. Whirlwind into Skarm, which isn't too good. But because I know he's going to roost here, may as well just go for another layer of spikes. As he does roost, yep. And yeah, Skarm can't really do anything. It takes the Doom Desire pretty well. So I know he's going to probably try and Whirlwind me. And because I have a little bit of speed investment, I will be able to win the speed tie. And I'm not sure if this Jirachi has a Thunderbolt yet because it is a weird set and Skarm is really important to the team right now. But he does go for the Doom Desire. And I'm just going to pursue this Jirachi so that it can't switch in on spikes anymore. And yeah, that works out fine because the Jirachi's now dead. This Blissey comes in is at low, like a low percentage, whatever. And yeah, he's gonna go for Toxic. He goes to Protect first, then he's gonna go for Toxic. But anyway, gonna go for Crunch. I think he might have been scouting for the superpower, or he just wanted me to get hit with Doom Desire. Either way, I would have still gotten hit. He's gonna go for Toxic, and he misses. It's fine. Just gonna go for Crunch to finish him off, and he only has basically 2 Pokemon left because Jirachi's gonna die on Switch. And even though I know I probably need T-Tar to kill Skarm, it's probably just gonna whirlwind me out anyway. So I decided to stay in knowing I can easily take a Giga Drain because he's defensive, and I will be able to get off some damage with the Crunch. And yeah, Celebi is now to the point where I know Latios can come in and revenge it with Draco. So yeah, that's pretty nice. That's what I proceed to do. And we'll be able to kill this thing with the Draco, and Celebi is out of the way. And the only thing he has left is his Skarmory, so the only thing he can really do is just start spamming phasing moves. And because I'm aware of this, I'm going to go into Skarm first, actually, even though that was pretty much the only thing I had. And thankfully, I do get Whirlwinded into Breloom, which is kind of what I wanted, because I do have the Spore, and because he has nothing to sleep, I will be able to put this thing to sleep. And I believe this is probably this is the end of the game, basically, because I'm just going to go in Latios, and he's going to stay asleep for a couple turns as I surf. And I think he has a bit of special defense investment, just based on how much his surf does. Does like 44%. Yep, 44. Maybe that's min damage, I don't know. I don't care. But he's going to wake up right here as I surf it and get him pretty low. I believe that was the 3rd turn of sleep. And he's going to roost, get back up to a good amount of HP. 72, I think, by that cap. Yeah, 72. And it's just gonna speed up the match by critting him. So great game, ping pong, whatever. And I'm out. Oh, he has Jirachi. Jirachi's about to die. So yeah, I'm out.